Yo, 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 yo. Back with another one. Back with another one. Today we got what that nigga what cuz name is? Govan and we got both of them. Govan and Sean Cotton. Govan Hernandez and Sean Cotton from Say Cheese. We got him in the Gators mouth today, baby. We got him in the Gators mouth. So he really gonna be telling us about how he feel about Shiesty and what he think gonna go on and how he thinks Shasty gonna get burned and all that, which we all probably know, cause I mean, dog did had a GPS monitor on the leg. I mean, so allegedly that's what I don't know. I wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't here to break down no facts. I ain't here to say that man going to jail for 100 years, 30 years, 1 year a day. Ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, react to the video. Hey, have fun, do what we do. But hey, you already know how it go. I watch with y'all watch with me. You know how it go. Hey, we new to this, we still true to it. You already know. But wait, let's get to it, man. But anyways, though, like, comment, subscribe, share it, do whatever. I don't care. But hey, let's get into it. Let's see what he talking about.
So we're in Dallas now. The whole Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane shit. Like I happened in January. I'm here in Dallas. I heard bits and pieces about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you have too. You're in the loop. Um, Everything's came out. I mean, his bond has been rejected. What do you think? Where do you think this goes from here?
I mean, from everything that I've seen and the shit that I know, I mean, it's a difference from where I think it's gonna go and where I hope it's gonna go. Them little niggas from the
Burn,
city, so
baby, burn.
you know, 30. I know 30. I done met 30. I hope them little niggas get freed up. They was doing their thing,
That's
and
facts. That's facts.
like they was just about to take off and provide some generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? But there's a difference to where I think it's gonna go dealing with the feds.
Mm.
Um, Man, the feds don't move on you until they know they ready to move.
No surveillance, no guns.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
But I'm gonna tell you though, when I was going through my situation, Manny Aurora, my lawyer, who I think the best attorney in the world, he told me the biggest blessing in my situation was that my case wasn't federal. He said the reason being because one of my counts was a conspiracy count. In federal, the conspiracy laws, they're way more broad. You know what I'm saying? It's like very vague. Like they have a lot more room and ways to convict you, you know what I'm saying, in a conspiracy versus if you was in state court.
mm-hmm.
And
And they go to say like how if you well, I know everybody watch, but how Poet Flacco was talking about Thugger case and Diddy case. That's different. Diddy was in the feds for real, but Diddy got billions of dollars. So I mean, come on, like money talk bullshit walk all the way. Everybody know that. But Thugger was a state case. That was Georgia versus Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? That was United States versus Jeffrey. See, these boys they facing United States. These boys got a 99.9 conviction rate. You know what I'm saying? So conspiracy, RICO, all man, anything the boy catch you with, man, the feds gonna burn you. But anyway, though, back to the video.
if if the dad is actually on video in Staples printing out a release form, if what those agents saying is true, then that's what you call an element in the conspiracy. That's premeditation. You know what I'm saying? That's conspiring. A lot of this shit gonna be, a lot of people ain't thinking about the call data. You know how the call data the GPS placements, the cell towers pinging is gonna place whoever at this location, you know what I'm saying, at the time. Then you got, even if Gucci don't cooperate, you got the cameraman. Man, the cameraman gonna be at court for the judge do, testifying. So not to mention the off-duty police officers, what they got to say. So it's more complicated than what people think, and it's gonna be pretty rough, and Sean, when the last time you seen 8 niggas charged on the case and everybody kept it real?
Whoa, 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 whoa. You heard what that man just said? 8 niggas. 8 niggas. It only take one nigga to cop a plea. Cop out. Hey, woo 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 woo. When you cop a plea, that means, hey, I'm guilty for what I did. So that means everybody else guilty. That means we all did it. You know what I'm saying? So Man, listen, like I said in the other video, man, take heed to what you're listening to, man, before you get out here and get it playing. Cause the crackers are burning. For real. Like, folks don't play. And they talking about the feds, the US government, the FBI. Okay. Okay. Be tough, boy. Them boys don't hang you years, them boys hang you months. Them boys give you 130 months. Add that up.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, you know, we gotta, you know, just gotta see how that shit gonna play out, you know, and you know, I say this, I'm glad I ain't in the situation.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
Shit finna be crazy.
Gucci Mane's wife.
Yeah.
You know, we know that she has a big influence on his life. She's his handler.
Correct. Caretaker.
Yeah, caretaker. Like, even if he doesn't want to corroborate, it looks like, I mean, he already made statements.
Yeah,
Do you feel like she put that battery in his back?
Yeah, of course. You know, and just imagine, you know, him coming home, you know, without his wedding ring and watch and humiliated as a man. Got to tell your wife this shit. You supposed to be one of the biggest gangsters in the world.
Mm.
And so, you know, I'm sure she was upset. She a civilian. What's she gonna do? You know,
Call
she gonna
12.
get the police involved. You know, I don't know if you seen the press conference the other day, but they said the federal agents got statements the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Like they interviewed all parties on the first day. So I just, you know, I was willing to bet my social security.
I want to, like, I wish I could, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said I'm going to do a little podcast too. Like, me and my nephews, we're going to call that shit Talk of the South, but I ain't mean to do all that. But just to know, like, because I want to, like, do a type of, like, because we was arguing about this one night, you know what I'm saying? We was, anyway, we was on the phone, chilling, hanging out. Y'all gonna get to meet them. We're going to all start a little podcast. We're going to do all that. But anyway, like, I don't know, cause, like, in my eyes, I'm 36 years old. And I look at it like, what Gucci Mane said in 2005, it's 2026, bro. That's 21 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm looking at, like, in the grown man space. Like, I mean, even though, like, I know, like, you got $1 million worth of jewelry, you got insurance on that. I mean, I got iPhones and insurance on headphones and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I know you got insurance, but, like, is that really snitching? Like, or, like, you think Gucci Mane should keep it in script? I mean, I know everybody got their opinions, but I want to hear from, like street niggas who's, like, my age and still in the streets and, like, you know what I'm saying, like, grown man business. Like, I ain't, like, you can't just say something like, yeah, he a snitch, nigga, you ain't never did nothing. Oh yeah, he a snitch. And, like, come on, man, like, I want to know, like, is he really, like, a snitch, or, like, is he really, like, that's grown man business? I mean, my personal opinion, all that money, I probably don't say it, nah. But hey, that everybody else. I mean, bags fall out of the sky every day. I don't know how they get up there, but they damn sure fall out of the sky. But hey, I'm just saying, like, I ain't no gangster, I ain't no street nigga, I ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? A regular nigga like anybody else. But I just want to know, like, people's opinion. Like, y'all think that really snitching? Like, if you come, like, if I call you, you supposed to do business, like, I got some more. We're gonna keep getting into it, but I just want to know that, like, do people really think that's snitching? Cause I don't. I kind of, like, I mean, in my eyes, it's effed up on both sides of the fence. That's how I look at it. I look at both sides of the fence. Like, okay, I look at Shiesty side, I look at Gucci side. Like, but I'm gonna get back into the video. That is me brainstorming, you know what I'm saying? Just talking, just trying to react and tell you my side and what I think. But me, I don't think it's snitching. Like, I think it's more or less, hey, I'm a grown man, I'm a businessman now, and I've been to the field, I came back, I done changed, I got a wife, I'm married, I ain't used to walk around the corner, right on Leekwood, busting bags all that with her. Yeah, he ain't that same Gucci no more. Like, so, I mean, you gotta look at nigga grown, nigga like 40, then 50 years old. Like, come on, man. Like, nigga ain't gotta be in the streets no more. You got a choice out here. Now when you young and jumping off the porch, and, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you ain't got no choice. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I was that child, I was that boy, I was that teenager, I was that nigga, that eagle, however you want to say it. But anyway, back to the video.
To know that Gucci wasn't gonna cooperate based off his reputation. Sheedy done said in the past about him, you know, not cooperating, and he never will. And he said it with his chest out. But now this a whole different Gucci. This a Gucci that's on psych meds, you know, and he basically being, you know, he like a shit. she got the strings, she pulling them. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's almost like the nigga like he on a remote. You know what I'm saying? You know, so with that being said,
He
I
said
could see
nigga
her
on the remote.
putting the battery in his back. You know, and
Damn,
kind of
boy.
pushing him over the edge.
Goddamn,
But
boy. He
now,
on the remote.
at this point, I think he done had a chance to think about it. He probably done talked to some reputable niggas in the street and like, nigga, damn, what's going on? You know, so and I could see him now at this point, kind of like
retracting.
retracting and backing up off of it. But again, they don't need Gucci. They don't need Gucci for nothing.
Fact.
But what if Gucci tells the cameraman, "Hey, I'll pay you"? Shh.
You don't think Gucci already told him that in the beginning? You know, if that was the angle that they was gonna go, Gucci could have been did that. You know, some people, the cameraman said some people reached out to him with the belongings, trying to get him his belongings back. He told him he didn't want it.
You know what that mean? If come on, you heard what they took? They took the camera and all that to Rolex from Cuz, so they took about an M from dog. And dog said he don't want none of that back. What you think that mean? Get that back in blood.
If I would have reached out to that cameraman and he told me that, I would have got a one-way ticket to Honolulu.
The cameraman said no, or Gucci said no.
The cameraman said no. Some people allegedly from Pooh Shiesty's side reached out to the cameraman trying to give him his belongings back in fear, you know, trying to keep him, you know what I'm saying, quiet. And he told him he didn't want none of his shit back.
Like damn, now I'm gonna cook y'all later.
Yeah. Y'all keep it. Y'all took it. Yeah, enjoy it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So he got his mind made up.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he got them pictures and shit, those wounds and shit, you know, all of those pictures were taken on the first day. Yeah, he was very cooperative.
So you're in the street, you're from Memphis. It's a big thing. We all know Gucci and Yo Gotti had history over the wife.
Yeah.
There was this thing in the street that people kept telling me that Pooh Shiesty was trying to go to CMG, 15 million. Yo Gotti had the bag ready for him. That's why he was trying to get out the deal. Do you believe that? Do you believe that Pooh Shiesty wanted to go to CMG?
Definitely. Yeah.
Wow. So that's confirmed.
Yeah. And he was about to sign. You know, if things could have got worked out, you know what I'm saying, in a peaceful business manner. Yeah, Gotti was definitely, that was going to be the ultimate checkmate. You know, I mean, and just keep.
He said some slick shit just now too, talking about the ultimate checkmate. Like, come on, man, niggas ain't slow. Ultimate checkmate where he done hit the man wife, done take the man best artist. Like, but I mean, like, on the other side, like I say, look at both sides of the fence. If like that man want to leave, bro, like I know you don't you gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's business. People sign contracts. They got a certain amount of time, certain amount of stuff you gotta do. But like to a point, like you gotta look at like okay, boom, like because like you gotta look at like both sides of the fence, like Sicey side too. Like okay, you ain't did enough for Skull. You want the chains back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like my bad. I got some emails popping up there, but yeah, it's like I don't know, man. Like how can I put this? Sound like a hoe, but yeah, like in that sense, do like Gucci like let Shiesty go, like boom, like they come up to agreement, but like Shiesty will, oh boom, like okay, you if you let me go, you know what I'm saying, you don't make this much meals off me, boom, I got a meal on, I got a 15. Well, this is what they say now, alleged, I don't know, but they say got to have 15 M's for Shiesty, money ready, deal ready, Shiesty had to sign. Tell Gucci, hey, boom, I give you 5 M's off this 15. What's called? You let me go, I give you 5 M's. You keep whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you done made off me the past years when I've been in the feds. I give you 5 of these M's. Let me out the contract. I go sign with God, and then boom, we break apart. I mean, that's simple math to me. I mean, Fujiano just came home. I mean, it's a whole lot of artists out here you can sign Gucci like, you know what I'm saying? That gonna blow up. Like, I got a nephew that rap. You know what I'm saying? The nigga hard. I know niggas, man, niggas back where I'm from. Niggas in Jacksonville, niggas in North Carolina, niggas in man Mississippi, Alabama that rapping that hard. Like you can sign Gucci, like man, that ain't the hardest nigga in the world. Man, I done took them 5 M's, keep what I made out that man, and you know what I'm saying, break part. Like if it came to that point, you know what I'm saying. But I guess niggas don't know how to do business and know how to like work and talk to a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then nigga negotiate this shit. But anyway, go back to the
G, that's what Shiesty should have went in the beginning. You know, you from the city. You gonna go sign
how the daddy be beefing
to a
with
nigga
Gotti.
with an ice cream cone on his face from Atlanta. You know, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't understand that for the life of me, you know, but everybody, you know what I'm saying, you
The
know.
daddy be beefing
Keep it a buck. Why? What made him choose Gucci over Gotti?
because I ain't know if he gonna say this, but I think he probably gonna say this though, because he is from Memphis. But so I heard his daddy had a real record label back in the day, and the artist his daddy had was him and Gotti was bumping heads. So that's probably why, you know what I'm saying, Gotti probably wasn't reaching out for Shiesty like that at first, you know what I'm saying? But you know how that go.
I'm gonna be real, you know, I'm gonna take it all the way back to a lot of people don't know
There you
this
go.
story. Shiesty dad, Mob Boss, he had a record label, you know, and he had an artist back in the day. I don't know if it was his artist. I don't know if he was managing. I think I want to say his name was Miscellaneous or whatever. And so back in the day, Miscellaneous and Gotti, I think Miscellaneous was kind of going there, Gotti, on CD or whatever, nothing in the streets or whatever. So with that being said, I think it was a little, you know, Gotti may have felt a little certain way still about that or whatever, and he might wasn't reaching for Pooh as strong as Gucci was at that time, you know, and a Memphis nigga, you know, we ain't gonna sit around and wait on nobody, you know, if it's another nigga that's reaching, you know what I'm saying, and trying to help a nigga put food on his table, just cause he from another city, you know, a nigga gonna pay it some attention, and if it sound right, then let's get to it. Ain't about where you from, it's where you at, you know. So I think that was just, you know what I'm saying, I think that was just all some shit that had to do with his pops or whatever from years, you know what I'm saying, before he even thought about started rapping.
Yeah, because I mean that's the thing. The 15 million to get out the deal. Allegedly, Gucci stole money from him when he was in prison.
Yeah, while he was gone, you know, yeah, that just came about saying that, you know, he supposed to made anywhere from 15 to 25 million, you know, off of him. And if that's the case, you know, but Shiesty had just signed a $5 million publishing deal with Atlantic, and they was also trying to do like a little label deal with like his Chopper Gang imprint, but they still had Gucci
in the way.
Yeah, in the way, and Shiesty wasn't in agreement with that. So you know, that was one of the topics or one of the big that was a priority that was supposed to be talked about at the at the meeting or whatever. However it played out, you know, that's how it played out or whatever, you know. But that was one of his biggest issues. He wanted Gucci all the way out the way.
You being a reputable guy from Memphis, was Shiesty wrong for that?
Was Shiesty, considering the things that Gucci did to Shiesty while he was gone, disrespected his cousin, Big Scar, disrespected.
I mean, he gave him 10,000 for the funeral, right? That's what his dad said.
So he came, he gave him 10,000 after the family somewhat, you know, blasted him, you know what I'm saying, online. But I'm talking about initially, their first phone call.
Oh, about the chain.
Yeah, you know, instead of being concerned about putting them away, you was concerned about getting repossessing the chains. So considering that and, you know, the amount of money that he allegedly made or whatever.
Hold up, let me say something. Okay, so boom. This is what I'm thinking in my head. All right. I got an artist. My artist overdose. In the contract, do it say like, nigga, you go out here and get pop, or you pop too many yurts or whatever, and you die, I supposed to pay for your funeral? Do that say? I mean, I don't know. Like, I never signed a contract. I don't know nothing about it, but I know and well that's don't say that in no contract. Come on, man. Like, I mean, I understand that's about to change, but I ain't lying. That right there, that's some sucker ass shit there. Swear to God, hands down. But nigga, I got to have to pay for your funeral if you die. I mean, like, if I you know what I'm saying, like, nigga like me, I know if you my artist, you know what I'm saying, like, especially like, and like he probably ain't gonna say this, but like I done heard this, like I heard like Gucci and his wife try to help Scar like get off the perks and had to send Scar home from tour because he too bent. Like come on, man, like that man ain't killed that man. No disrespect the Scar, none of that, but that man ain't killed that man. Like ain't like they was on tour. Gucci got into something, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? He get unalive. Like no, like that man overdose. Like ain't nobody looking at that though. Ain't nobody looking at that at all. Like that don't make sense. But anyways,
think it was I think it would have been fair for him to, get out the way and go and let Shiesty do his thing.
Mm.
That's what I would have did. I didn't.
I respect that.
But I told somebody the other day in the interview, if Shiesty would have paid attention or somebody would have got in his ear, if you think about it, all the artists that Gucci had, he had Nicki, Young Thug, and when shit got, when people got disgruntled, he let everybody go.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't try to hold.
That is true.
He ain't try to kidnap nobody. So maybe.
But this night he told him no. I guess when Pooh and him got together, he pretty much told him he wasn't going to release him.
Yeah, well, and if he said that, then that's a totally different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
And things could have, spiraled from there. So I could see Pooh getting upset if that's how he had his mind set on getting out the deal, and you say no, you ain't. Yeah, I could see him getting upset and shit just spiraling out of control after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But hey, y'all tell me what y'all think about it, man. Like, I know I like to do more laughing videos, but like I'm gonna be serious, like, you know what I'm saying, give my opinion on stuff like that too. Cause like, I know a whole lot about a whole lot, but we ain't gonna get into all that. But yeah, like I was saying, like that don't really like. I mean, I understand, like I say, both sides of the fence. You gotta look at both sides of it. But necessarily, like that man ain't really obligated to pay for no funeral. Obligated to, like, you know what I'm saying, like let you keep them chains, especially like you ain't made me half of the money back for the chains. But I supposed to pay for your funeral, and you supposed to keep my chain. I mean, that just like me looking at, like, if I was a businessman, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like once you give somebody something, like you shouldn't ask for that back. Like once you, like if I sign, like if I was Gooch, and I give you them chains, and them your chains. Like I wouldn't want you to know what I'm saying. Like I want you to, how would they say that word? What's the word called? Cause I don't want to say it wrong. I want you to not prolong. That's that's not the word. I want you to basically like fulfill what, you know what I'm saying, what we signed on the deal, like the agreement that we signed on the deal. I want you to fulfill that. So like that's the only thing I see, like business wise, that should have went, you know what I'm saying? But all that paying for the funeral and tax for the chains back, see that, like that got messy. But I see what he's saying. Like once it got that messy, and then Shiesty mama say, well, he ain't sent no money while Shiesty was in jail, and all the rumors came about you stole money from him. Yeah, I feel like what whatever cuz name is, Vanguard Hernandez, and I already got a name Hernandez, nigga black as hell, but he probably ain't no teller. But anyway, yeah, like I don't. I feel like what he's saying, like, yeah, that you should have just like, boom, you go your way, I go my way. Especially if I done made 24 mil off you and I ain't give you not a dime, I can find another artist that can buy more chains. But yeah, I feel what Cuz saying though. But hey, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and we got more to come, man. More content, more reaction videos. I'm gonna be doing a lot of this reaction stuff. I trying to get this podcast. I trying to get all my other hosts, my nephews and shit. We're trying to start this podcast. I trying to get these boys on the ball. So I'm gonna be doing this by myself until them boys jump in the rotation with me. Then you gonna see more of us doing this together. Like it's a family thing. Talk of the South. Gator talk. You know what I'm saying? Late life for life. You know what I'm saying? Big Gators. Yeah. But y'all tell me what y'all think, man.